Buongiorno, and welcome back to Vox Terra, aka Hidden Agendas. Today, an environmental critique of the trailer for Twisters with Glenn Powell, a 2024 release date.
If you feel it, chase it!
Our starting point, the denial industry, paid for and funded by the reckless elements of the fossil fuel petrochemical industry, and how its messaging affects our mass media, our politics, and percolates its way up into fiction and pop culture. Embedded message number 1. Wind power is dangerous! And that there trailer showed a wind turbine getting knocked down, tumbling down, not just once in that short little trailer, but 2 times. And never you mind or worry your pretty little head about twisters rampaging through oil and gas refineries, mind you. Message number 2, more fossil fuel burning is the solution to this destabilized heating climate that excessive fossil fuel burning ushered in the first place. What looked like embedded ads for gas-guzzling pickup trucks. I ain't driving no EV pickup, and I sure ain't driving no little tiny utility vehicle like you see in China and Asia, the kinds you can't even get here in the US of A, the kinds you ain't allowed to buy here. Message 3, stay complacent about climate change because we got technological fixes.
You thought you could destroy a tornado.
We never had a chance.
Looks like she's tossing some kind of gizmos into that there twister. So keep it burning. And 4, like the rest of our media, message by omission. Extreme weather, ignore the climate change connection. Well, let's start with that denial industry. From the Sierra Club of 2024, fossil fuel shills are plotting against the clean energy transition. That money has seeded one-side misinformation campaigns against wind that omits the daily costs of toxicity, carcinogens, greenhouse gases from the ongoing extraction, refining, burning, processing, shipping of fossil fuel petrochemicals. And in response, ex-urban dwellers, those living in rural areas but are not typically farmers, those having waterfront properties, have received seed money and are rising up here and there and everywhere to stop wind turbine projects where they may appear, and they succeed. They have stopped them in the lakes, they have stopped them on the seas, and they have stopped them on the land. It is my impression that the modern wind turbine has fail-safe mechanisms so they generally stop spinning when extreme winds hit them. I looked at footage from a YouTuber called WX Chasing, and in that footage of a twister tearing through a wind farm, I saw none of them get knocked down. I did see a blade getting twisted a bit. Let's weigh out tornadoes hitting a wind farm versus tornadoes hitting an oil and gas refinery facility. From Reuters of 2024, at least one chemical plant and an oil refinery scrambled to recover after severe weather tore through an oil and gas refining hub outside Houston, Texas. And that risks spewing toxic chemicals, that risks releasing more greenhouse gases, that risks oil and gas fires and explosions. All of which is dramatic stuff for a movie. Well, these here twisters hitting weird places like oil refineries is more likely to happen and seems to be happening more often. Why? Well, citing YAL 360. 2021, known about stuff. As our planet heats, the climate systems unravel. Tornado Alley itself is shifting eastward with that excess heat. Tornado season is becoming more variable, less stable, more chaotic, as are all the weather conditions.
We got twins! Twins!
And they are hitting places that are not prepared for them. Like Texas oil and gas refineries. And let's come on back to those embedded ads for gas-guzzling trucks. In a sense, that mirrors denial industry propaganda we might hear on somewhere like Fox News. Hey, you can't listen to these crazy environmentalists who want to scale back on fossil fuels with all this extreme weather we're having. And guess what? The denial industry, it's been shown yet underreported, has funded attack campaigns on EVs. Here's a 2017 Desmog article showing just that. And lastly, we often hear these pie-in-the-sky solutions to the climate crisis being put out there, these technological fixes.
You thought you could destroy a tornado.
We never had a chance.
And didn't we hear Trump talk about nuking a hurricane to throw it off track? That, in my opinion, and many other environmental activists I have heard, is a way to keep people complacent, so they're not so worried about this issue. They don't make it the political priority it should be. And regarding these other fixes, well, to quote Peter Kalmus, NASA scientist Peter Kalmus, or to paraphrase him, any solution that does not include a rapid phase down of fossil fuels is a false solution or a diversion.
If solution packages don't include ramping down fossil fuels very quickly, they're complete, basically garbage.
Well, if you thought this video was beautiful,
Oh, she's perfect!
She's gorgeous.
please make sure you are subscribed to my channel. You have clicked that there notification bell so you know when I'm putting up a new video. You are liking, you are commenting. All that should help drive this show more up in the algorithm, hopefully. And you are helping keep this show going by joining at Patreon. Thank you, Belle LaGrucci and Environmental Coffee House. And until next time, happy trails, partner.